Hello, guys. First and foremost, tell me if you can hear me. That's the first thing I want to know. Can you hear me? Okay. Turn this off. Off. There you go. Okay. Welcome, guys, to the end of the month of June, and we are here to do a Wonder Woman theme Q&A. Yes, indeed, we are. We're here to do a Wonder Woman theme Q&A, guys, and I was saving this one. I was gonna wait, but then I thought I'd save it. So, what makes this kind of cool, guys, is the fact that being that we are doing a Wonder Woman theme Q&A. Well, my theme Q&As, once again, guys, for all those who don't know, theme Q&As, it sticks to that theme. Your questions must stick to that theme. That is the rule. It sticks to that topic of this Q&A. The topic of the day, as you can see right there, is Wonder Woman. And I will also be getting into a lot of stuff with you guys as well, from a lot of stuff that's been coming out of the Wonder Woman camp, news, things like that, and tell you some good stuff that's coming out that I've been reading up and keeping on to. But yeah, you guys can ask me anything you want about Wonder Woman. Anything, whether it's related to her comics, the movie. Once again, if you haven't watched my review on Wonder Woman, you could check it out. Comic news, you name it, things like that, video games, yada yada yada. I'm on board. I definitely want to answer some questions that were sent to me via Twitter from Sean, elusive Sean X. He said he couldn't be here, so he left me questions on Twitter. The Twitter. Yes, the Twitter. First and foremost, let me make sure. So the first thing, like I said before, guys, is can you guys hear me? Because I get that a lot. People, they be saying, can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you, can't hear you. So I'm making sure you guys can hear me. Please tell me in the comment section below that you can hear me before I get to these questions on Twitter. So yeah, just make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me? Yeah. Let's see, what else do I want to say before I get into it? Hear me. I believe you can. Wait. Anywho. So let's see what we got here. So let me get to these questions on Twitter. On the Twitter. Okay, let's see. Question. Okay, I'm on my Twitter. Oops, wrong place. Gotta check out my Twitter on my phone. If I can just get to it. Shit. Okay, open up. Why is my app, the Twitter app, acting stupid? Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. First, okay, this is from Elusive Sean X at Elusive Sean X on Twitter. And he asks me, he says, I'm not gonna be able to make it. So I left a few questions here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So his first question happens to be, should Wonder Woman be adapted into CW shows? Okay, first question. That's the first one. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, yeah, I do. Honestly, I personally think, yeah, Wonder Woman should be adapted onto the CW show. Now, whose universe should she be on? I would rather see her on Supergirl's universe right now. I'm not just saying that because Linda Carter is on that in that universe, but no, Wonder Woman. I would love to see Wonder Woman be a part of that. What Earth is she? Earth 39, I believe. So, and then you can actually maybe even go into a little bit more storytelling in depth into that. Kara goes to that mascara and trains with the Amazons a little better. She has trained with them in the past, so that would be really cool. I would love to see that. So yeah, I do honestly think that yes, women should. I don't understand why they can't be on the silver screen, the small screen, and the silver screen. That it wouldn't hurt to have. You got the movie version, you got the TV version. What's wrong with that? Anyway, next question. How much did you hate Wonder Woman in Injustice 2? Oh God, Sean, I hated her. I could not stand version of her on that Earth. That version of Diana, I could not stand her. You go watch my gameplay of Injustice 2, and you just hear me curse up a storm. Every time she comes on, I'm like, look at this bitch. Fuck her. This is not my Diana. I could not stand. I could not stand. Hey, I could not stand her. Every moment, every time she did something, I was just like, I could not stand her. And it's sad that the actress that voiced her from Justice League, Susan Eisenberg, I believe that's her name, was still voicing her. And I was just like, it goes against everything that the Amazons taught her. And it just bothered me. It really did. Next question is returning back to, okay, cast Wonder Woman in the seat. Oh, God, jeez. Um, okay. Okay, if I was to cast her on this, let's see, I'd probably get Gina Carano. Like, what is Gina Carano doing right now? So yeah, I'd probably get her. She would be legit as okay. Leave that. So yeah, she's one of them. I definitely say for Wonder Woman. Definitely. And your last question, Sean, is where is it? Okay. Should DC do a He-Man Wonder Woman crossover? What was that? He-Man crossover. Thanks again. Keep up the good work, Chris. Love you, dude. Thanks. Thanks, Sean. He-Man Wonder Woman crossover. I'll be down for that. Last time we saw the two come together was the Justice League or DC Universe versus Masters of the Universe crossover, where He-Man literally nearly killed Superman, stabbed him with the sword of power. Zoop. Yeah, I would love to see that. That'd be so cool. I'll be down for that. You gotta remember, I'm a child of the 80s, man. I grew up with He-Man. So He-Man, before the superheroes, Raw, Spider-Man on came along, He-Man was that was my dog. That was my childhood hero. I loved He-Man. So yeah, I would love to see the most powerful man in the universe with Diana the mascara. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sean, for the questions. I'm sorry you couldn't be here for this one. Maybe next time. But anyway, let's get to the questions at hand. All right. Okay, what do we got? Okay, who do we got? Okay, so we have Travis Tipson. We have Burnouter 7. We have John Case. Nick Victory Fire. Straight fire your ass. No, I'm not fucking with you. We have also Omnitron. Always here. The West. Gotta go. And that's about it. Okay. All right. Okay. First question, I guess. What anime can Wonder Woman crossover with? I would say Berserk. When will Wonder Woman twin brother? When will Wonder Woman's twin brother appear? She has a twin brother. I don't know if that's. I think they retcon that stuff. I'm not sure, so I'm not really sure. I really the Wonder Woman movie theme. Are you trying to say you really like the Wonder Woman theme? Yeah, that was great. First heard it in Batman v Superman. Okay, Burnout. So, how come Wonder Woman has never fought a Predator? Probably because they never had them. DC and Dark Horse has never crossed over. Last time we saw Predator crossover with a DC character was Superman and Batman, and Predator nearly killed Batman. Good times, good times. Let's see. John Case. According to Amazon, slavery is a person telling another person what to do and where to go. Okay. Yeah. What's so wrong about that? It's pretty true. Okay, Nick Fire. Do you believe they will make a second movie for Wonder Woman? Yeah. The sequel's already in talks already. I'm looking forward to the sequel. Please be Cersei's. Please be Cersei's. As the villain. I want Cersei's. Let's see. Next question. John Case. Jason Case. Excuse me. I said John. I'm sorry. Shit. Was it John? Damn it. Okay, here we go. So how did the Amazon decide a huge flawed definition of slavery? Transgender bosses have to do those things or no prosperity order. There's a difference between how she was doing that. No, because in the movie, if you listen to what Ada Candy said, he tells me where to go. He tells me what. Listen to how she said it. Diana was like, okay, wait a minute. You tell her to do everything like you go here, you go here. That's kind of slavery. And it's, yeah. The only thing if she'd have said, yeah, he whips me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, there's a difference. Omnitron, do you think it's weird that there's never honestly been a male version of Wonder Woman? I know Marvel has Wonder Man, but if Superman can have Supergirl and Batman can have Batwoman and Batgirl, yeah, I've kind of pondered about that a couple of times. Omnitron, like, okay, how come there's a Wonder Woman, there's a Wonder Woman there's a Wonder Woman, there's not a male equivalent of Wonder Woman, like a Wonder Man, like they've done before. Like you said, Batman has Batwoman and Batgirl, Superman has Supergirl, Superwoman too. So Catman is a counterpart, Catwoman. Well, it is a Catman. No, there's a Catman. There's a rip. That's not Adam West. No, Adam West was Catman. I was like, he's Catman. So yeah, yeah. Those are some things. Wonder Woman. That Marvel does have Wonder Man, and he's nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Wonder Woman different power sets, different. So yeah, it is. That's I can understand your question. It does. Interesting question. Like the only one I can think of is if they instead of Hercules being called Hercules, he was just called Wonder Man or something like that. But DC's Hercules is a far cry from Marvel's Hercules. DC's Hercules is a dick. He's a douche. I can't stand that one. He goes on record to talk about how he raped the Amazons and stuff. I'm like, this one, man, come on. Okay. The West gotta go, gotta study for an exam. Just drop by to hit thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, please. Thanks, the West. Okay. Your thoughts on Cersei saying Amazons fighting for peace is a farce because they are warriors with weapons. Pretty hard not to say credible or valid. There's a difference in terms of how Cersei said it. Now, Wonder Woman is an ambassador of peace, and every warrior has a sense of wanting peace. They don't want to fight forever. And it depends on who's writing the character, even the Amazons in general, because there have been several times writers, Brian Azzarello, made the Amazons very bitchy and very much, man, oh, crush your balls, feminist, like straight hardcore feminists that would just use men as sex tools in terms of procreation. And then if they weren't male, if they had males, they throw the male babies into the water and let them drown. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, god damn. But Wonder Woman has always been an emissary of peace. She will fight, and she's an emissary of love. So, hence why when she was during Fear's Blackest Night, what ring did she get? She got Sapphire for love. Though they Amazons are, none of them are cold-blooded. They will fight for peace, but they're not cowards and things like that. Cersei likes to twist a lot of things, so you got to remember who you're talking about. Cersei's twists a lot of logic to her. She likes to tempt men and all that other stuff. So use them as slaves. So she should talk. Let me see. Let me see what's next. Flashpoint Wonder Woman was a bitch too. Now wait a minute. Now there's a difference between Flashpoint Wonder Woman, because in the beginning she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She wasn't always bitchy like Injustice 2's version was. It was because of the betrayal. Now, what I will say is, yes, her killing kids. She killed Billy Batson and all of them when he was Captain Thunder. Like, she killed him. Yeah, in the Flashpoint where he was all the kids, Freddie Freeman, all of them, Mary, they came together and they formed Captain Marvel or Captain Thunder at the time. And she stabbed him. And she killed the kids. I was like, okay, that's a little like, whoa, guy, what you doing? That's why I've always said, you know what, that would have been a great story, that her Flashpoint kind of memories of that carried over. And she was having nightmares of, like, that would have been a good story if somebody would have did it right. Anyway, Travis, Wonder Woman versus the Zolords. Oh, the Zolords from Guyver. It depends on which ones we're talking about, because the Zolords are very powerful. Wonder Woman's powerful too. I mean, but it depends. I'm allowed to ask another question. You're allowed to ask another question as long as it stays in the theme of Wonder Woman. Hence why this is my theme Q&As, Bernardo. Okay, what if Wonder Woman crossed over with Sailor Moon? I'll take it. That'd be cool. I think that would sell. That would sell really well if they did. Wonder Woman, Sailor Moon. I think the Sailor Scouts and all of them would be very impressed by Wonder Woman, especially my girl Makoto or Sailor Jupiter. That's my favorite. She's my favorite. Yeah, I think she'd be very impressed. I think she'd be impressed more with maybe the Scouts, but maybe not Usagi. Well, here she's called Serena. You know, Sailor Moon. That's her real name. I don't know. No, no, thank you. Hey, hi Chris. Let me see. Okay. Big Rick. G'day, Big Rick. Hi Chris. I saw Wonder Woman last week, and it was awesome. It is great to see a decent DC movie. Ares reveal surprised me, and it was one of my favorite fights. Yes, the way they did Ares was very surprising. I'm not going to talk too much about it because Malcolm's in the room and he hasn't seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil anything too much. But definitely, Ares, the way they did Ares in that movie was very surprising. It was a good twist that paid off really well. I was very impressed by that. The fight and everything, it was really good. I enjoyed that very much. Let's see, Omnitron. DC has had a while back to have Hercules end up being reincarnated as a mortal demigod and actually be a hero, a guy trying to live up to heroic legacy. Legend of Hercules, sort of a male version of Wonder Woman, of Diana. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lydia. Hi, Lydia. Hey. So he made the Amazons from Futurama. More like not well, more like there have been certain books of mythological Greek mythology that have portrayed Amazons like that. That they were these warrior women, kind of native warrior women that lived out of society, and they would pillage local villages, have sex with the males of the village, and if they would sometimes it was there have been different books because one book it was one Greek mythology book is read the women would the young baby boys back to the village so they could be raised by the males, and then there's been some that went into deep that they would kill them. Probably the biggest other example of them showcasing this was Kevin Sorbo's Hercules, when he used to just do the movies. The first movie was called Hercules and the Amazons. You saw it used, but Brian Azzarello went deeper into it, and he started. Yeah, they kill him. They throw him in the water and shit like that. I was like, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't like Brian Azzarello's run of Wonder Woman. Really cool. Let's see what else we have. I'm gonna try. And there was Achilles with the mythical. Yeah, Achilles. Achilles is also another one. You know, he's a great warrior. You know, the only thing was that heel. He hits that heel, he's weak. He's done for. I'll throw probably Samson in there too. You know, Samson, he loses all his strength, things like that. Things like that. Goku Son DBZ. Okay. I'm curious, have you been checking out Batman Beyond Rebirth? No, unfortunately, no, I haven't. I tried the Batman Beyond comic for it before, and I don't know, it just didn't agree with me for a while. It agreed with me. I hear good things about it, but I know Terry is back as Batman, but no, I don't. I got enough on my plate as it is, so and I don't want to have an abundance of Batman titles. Omnitron, if you were to have a totally unique take on Wonder Woman showing up in the CW, how different would you have her from Diana in the movies? I think I would make her a archaeologist who finds the bracelets, and they have the power of the ancient Amazon women, um, in a sense, something like that. Like she's an archaeologist, so a Diana Prince archaeologist, you know, like not like a relic hunter, but an archaeologist. Uh, but if they just do, her being that there really is a magical island, an island full of women and things like that, that'd be cool too. Uh, Zarathos in control of Ghost Rider fights Wonder Woman. Who would you want to see the fight? What would you want to see the fight, and why do you think said character wins? Okay, so basically, Zarathos finally got in control and took control of Johnny Blaze's body, um, and fought Wonder Woman. Okay. Now you got to remember, Blaze. I think a lot of people confused because Johnny Blaze was not the first to do. He's not the first to do the penance there. That's his brother. He got the spirit of penance, Dan Kench. But I'd probably still give her to Wonder Woman. She's got more. She's got experience fighting demonic creatures like that, and she's far stronger than Ghost Rider or Zarathos. So Trigon, for example, she's fought Trigon. Like fast. Trigon, Raven's father. Okay, look at Jupiter is my favorite too. Yeah. Nick Fury, Nick Victory Fire. Do you believe if they make a series, cartoon, new or anime for Wonder Woman would be good or nah, worse? I enjoyed the Wonder Woman animated movie that my girl Gail Simone wrote. She wrote that. I wouldn't mind seeing them do another one. I know there's an anime Justice League cartoon coming out, I think. But if they did an anime about it, I'd be cool. That I'd like to see what the good people of Japan and would do with Diana. What would they change? What would they keep? Or come up with their own mythos of her. Yeah, yeah. Anything would be better than that Wolverine anime because I did not like that, especially the dub voice. Oh God, sounded like he was constipated. Uh, Jason Case, what explanation do you think would be given in mainstream continuity for why Wonder Woman corset doesn't what corset doesn't come off her? Oh, when Wonder Woman fight her, because that's kind of magical armor. It's not like just local fabric. It's not. That's pretty much the look at. She spins around and it's magically on her or something like that. Come on. I mean, I will. She fights in high heels and stuff like that. It's like you gotta be a Wonder Woman. Speaking of Sailor Moon crossover, there is a cool Wonder Woman crossover on fanfic. The author has a really good understanding of Diana, and quite a few lesser would use Wonder Woman villains show up. Oh, okay, cool. Um, Jason, no, okay. Travis, Wonder Woman versus Sarah's victory from Helsing. Oh God, I'm not even going there. Nobody from Helsing, please. Those people are OP'd as it is. Those characters are just OP. Omnicron, uh, did you know that pre-crisis and for a bit Greek gods and Roman gods actually were separate pantheons and different names? Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Cool take on CW Diana. Sounds kind of like Stan Lee's take on him, though his was more Aztec based. Oh wow, really? Okay. Umbrella, who would you cast to play Cersei's in a Wonder Woman sequel? Oh, that's easy. Um, I got a couple. Shit. Hey, one of them would be Eva Green. I had to take Eva Green as Cersei's. Natalie Dormer. Dormer would have been. Uh, yeah, Kate Beckinsale could be up there too. Shit. Yeah, I got a couple people. Those are just three. Um, Brandon, 25 kid. Hey, if DC and Valiant Comics teamed, who would you like to see Diane team up with? Exo Man of War, or use Exo Man of War's armor? Would you? I wouldn't mind seeing Diana team up with Alric, but the problem is she couldn't use the armor because that's only in tune for him. It's like the Guyver. It's only in tune with Sho Fukumachu. It can't be used by anybody else, not anymore. So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I would like to see Diana team up with Faith. That'd be good. Her team up with maybe Shadow Man. Definitely Ninjak. Uh, Livewire. The Livewire for Valiant. Um, uh, what was their name? The one that could speak to ghosts. Oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. Shit. It'll come back to me. What Travis actually? What will Wonder Woman think of the Major from Ghost in the Shell? She reminds me of Cyborg, just female, but respect her leadership and things like that. So yeah, I think she would look at Motoko, Major Makoto, and just be like, she's good. You remind me of a friend I know. Let's see. Okay. Lydia, could you see Cheetah in the Wonder Woman movie film in the future? And if so, who would you play? Yeah, Cheetah's another one I could see. Barbara Minerva. They keep the true. The way I would do it is if she's Barbara Minerva is pretty much, she's kind of true to her. Like she is an archaeologist, but she's come obsessed. Like somehow she's starting to hear. She's heard about Diana. You know, she got clues that yeah, there is like an actual demigoddess walking this earth, and maybe she comes like power hungry, kind of like true to her origin. She wanted the powers of God, but got cursed. As for who could play her, if she wasn't already Harley, I could see uh, oh my god, I'm forgetting her name. Um, oh my god, how am I forgetting? Shit, how am I forgetting her name? Um, uh, oh my god, who played Harley again in Suicide Squad? Oh my god, how am I forgetting her name? Oh my god, yeah, I'm fucking up. Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie. There we go. Margot Robbie. I could have seen her playing Barbara Minerva. Katie Sackhoff. I could see her. There's a couple of people. Those are two. Let's see. I'm trying. What's your favorite Donna Troy origin? Mine is she was a little girl who was shipwrecked on Themyscira and was raised by the Amazon and given. Yeah, that's her pre-crisis or post-crisis origin. It's one of those. That what is that? That's her post-crisis, right? Or her pre-crisis. That's the one I don't mind. I like that one. I wouldn't mind seeing that too. Um, Travis says, "What if Wonder Woman was stuck in the Gundam universe?" Oh, I can't see that. No, that don't mix. Yeah, I don't know. That just I don't know. I can't see that. Nick, BF. I'll just put say who what character from the Marvel Universe has come close similarity with Wonder Woman? Uh, Not really anybody. There's no real equivalent Marvel equivalent to Wonder Woman. Oh no! Let me shut up, because there is somebody. Power Princess from Squadron Supreme. She's she's just Wonder Woman. That's pretty much all she is. Research her, look her up. Not She-Hulk, not Captain Marvel. If you're not, but you're looking at somebody who's similar, equivalent. Power Princess from Squadron Supreme, or Sinister Squadron. One of them. Definitely. Travis said, really think Wonder Woman will fit in this Saint Seiya universe. Oh, you talking about Knights of the Zodiac? Kinda, but once again, it's just like their world is just really different. You know, it's Knights of the Zodiac. Saint Seiya. That's what they're called. Um, I mean, a lot of these animes are great, but just sometimes a lot of these characters just don't fit with them. It may sound good, but then it's like, how would you write it out? How would it make it feel like, okay, she's cool?
Especially when the time zone is different.
Yeah,
the time period of present. Gundam.
Yeah, Gundam
is depending on which Gundam.
Yeah, we're way in
Gundam is like way
future. It's kind of like this. Like I said, I was also going to talk about news coming out of Wonder Woman. All right. For example, Gail Simone is finally coming back to do a Wonder Woman this September. I'm so happy for her. I tweeted her and everything. I was so happy. She's going to be doing a Wonder Woman and Conan the Barbarian crossover. She loves crossovers. I love crossovers. And the way they're doing it, she kind of goes into detail. It makes sense. It's like, okay, she's bringing Conan into Wonder Woman's world, kind of modernized in a sense, but still keeping the true of Mr. Robert E. Howard's one of the greatest barbarian characters ever, with one of the godmother of all female heroines. And when I saw it for the first, I thought it was just, oh, this is just good fan art. But no, it was. I was like, this is really happening. So to see Wonder Woman gonna be team, I would have had her team up with Red Sonja first, but I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I'm looking forward to reading that. Let's see. Okay. Big Rick, I wonder what Wonder Woman would think of General Ross, considering his attitude towards the WW1 generals. General Ross. We talking Thunderbolt Ross here? Okay, Travis said, Wonder Woman should get her own video game. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love to see a Wonder Woman video game. I don't care if Telltale does it, because I love Telltale's storytelling. I don't care if Rocksteady does it and feels more open worldish. Yeah, I'd love the Wonder Woman game. I think her because of her movie, because of how well her movie is doing in terms of box office, it just broke another record. Her stock is rising now. It shouldn't even be there. Shouldn't even be like that. But yeah, sadly it is. But it's taken this character's been out for over 70 years, and she just got her first movie, and while Batman and Superman have had multiple, but it's good to see that one movie went to the stratosphere. I really appreciate what Miss Jenkins and all the women that were involved in. I love how they portrayed the Amazons as everybody. Annie Wolf, who was Artemis. Samantha Joe was in it. It was Robin Wright. Once I saw her, yeah, I did scream Jenny, because that was Jenny from Forrest Gump playing Diana's aunt. I'm like, she was a badass, and it was great. It was so good. It was great to see that, especially that the scene when they fighting the Germans. That was beautifully done. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the shipwreck is her pre-crisis. Yeah, I take that. That's the one I do. What video game studio would you want to produce a Wonder Woman video game? Like I said, Rocksteady could do it. I think. Like I said, I'll take a Telltale game. I like Telltale games. I like their storytelling. I thought their Batman's was good. I have not touched Guardians of the Galaxy yet. I'm about to. I still think that they should have went with Daredevil before Guardians, but and if it is true that they're thinking about maybe jumping into the Bond universe, Telltale James Bond game, I'm all for it. And I do want to play the Walking Dead stuff, because I enjoyed playing the others. I want to play those now, and those came out first, I believe. So I have to pick those up later. Thunderbolt Ross actually. Oh, yeah, she probably smack Ross a couple of times. We're talking pre-Red Hulk, right? Because he could easily just turn into Red Hulk. Well, he can't turn to Red Hulk anymore. He doesn't have that ability anymore. There's a new Red Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, there's a new Red Hulk. He after a while, another persona of the Hulk came out called Doc Green, and he cured almost every gamma radiated character in the Marvel universe outside of his She-Hulk, but Scar, uh, Betty, I believe Ross too, and Rick. He's no longer A-Bomb, and yeah, Rick Jones is dead now too. I forgot that shit. Anyway, yeah, move on. I should say Senator Ross. Oh, you're talking about MCU Ross. Oh yeah, fuck that. I don't know how he's not on some charges. How he is not on charges. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, Ross in MCU, I don't know how he got away with his chart. I mean, he helped create the Abomination, and he's got all that power. I'm like, oh hell. Okay, I'm sure. I say the team behind God of War could be, yeah, them too. God of War would be good too. I agree with MCU. That man made the freaking Abomination. Yeah, I'm just like when he came in Civil War. Yeah, he was a total different character from the Incredible Hulk, which I love that movie. But it's just like he's showing what the Avengers did. I was waiting for somebody to say, but wait a minute, or even I was waiting like, but wait a minute, you created that monster that rampaged through Harlem with the Hulk. Like I would I would have loved that, and just the look on his face, like, yeah, well, we're not here about you. We're about that. Okay, if Wonder Woman, okay, this is from Nick Victory Fire. If Wonder Woman has her own team, what what her name? What would the name of her team should be called? The that's a good question. If she had a team, what would she be called? What would they be called? I don't want to steal Lady Liberators because that's Marvel. Um, mm, oh man, man, that's hard. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. I won't. I don't want to say Circle of Love or something like that, but no, I got to come back to that one. That's a good one. That is a good one. What Amazons fought? Uh, would Amazons? What if the Amazons fought the bugs from Starship Trooper? Once again, another crossover that just don't work. Because it's like,
It's more of how do
yeah,
you make
how
it
you
work?
make that work with I don't.
You make it like
The bugs land on
or
that
Wonder,
mascara.
or Wonder Woman just and everyone get some time hole or something that puts them in the realm of Starship.
Yeah, that'd be kind of hard. It depends on how you do it. I have no idea how to do that. Really, I don't. Uh, what happens if Wonder Woman met One Punch Man? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, One Punch Man, another one, he's gonna look at her and be like, okay, hey, you look strong. Maybe you could survive my punch. There you go. Wonder Woman is tied with Logan for my favorite movie so far this year. Yeah, it was good. I can I, I I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Yeah, indeed. All right. So what else? Oh, more news coming for Wonder Woman. Yeah, Linda Carter will be getting her star on the Walk of Fame. I was so happy to hear that. Well deserved for her. A lot of people say, it's good to get the awards and everything, but you get that star means a lot more to some actors than having Academy Awards and Golden Globe Awards and stuff like that. That means you're recognized for for what you accomplished in the industry, and Mark Hamill's getting one. Just recently, Ice Cube had his. So yeah, I'm glad that she, the first Wonder Woman is getting her her star, and say what you want, but Linda Carter is still a looker. I'm like, how old is she? Wow, she, it's funny because she was like a beauty pageant winner back in her day, and I'm just like, if she looks as good as she does now, go back and I saw the younger picture. I'm like,
go that far.
Yeah, you don't.
As a Wonder Woman.
No, but I'm talking about like earlier, before that, before her Wonder Woman days. I'm like, oh, like wow. So she's just naturally beautiful. Like she's beautiful. Linda Carter's. I can see why a lot of guys that grew up in the '70s had a crush on her. So I can see why. I can see why. Okay, I'm sure there's a minor character from Charlton going during the '80s called the Son of Vulcan, who got powers from the Roman gods, and I am honestly surprised they never tied him into Diana's mythos. Son of Vulcan. I think I've heard of him because there's a couple of characters that are from that comic. Blue Beetle was originally from a different comic before brought into DC. Captain Atom is another one. Captain Marvel, Fawcett Comics. He wasn't. So yeah, that would have been cool. Very much cool. Let's see. Okay, I got a question for you guys. I'll throw a question back at you. Do you think in the sequel they should bring Wonder Girl in? Cassie Sandsmart. Should they bring her in? Or should they not? That's a question for you guys. I'll look for your answers. Let's see. No questions now. Nothing yet. And I'm sorry, my nose keeps running. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I'm sure. Also, you think there should be a more of a crossover in mythos between Captain Marvel and Diane? Kinda, yeah. I've actually thought they should have had a closer relationship, Captain Marvel and Diana, than Marvel and Superman. You know, I really do. I'd want Donna Troy in a sequel. Nothing against Cassie, but still. Yeah, Donna would be good too. Um, the next question I'll ask you guys is, do you want the sequel to be modern, or do you want it to be more of a backstory? Like we saw Diana, what she did during World War I. Do you want to see what she did during World War II or the other wars or so, or do you want it to be modern? And I also like the idea that she's the curator of the Louvre. I think that's cool. Am I? I'm the only guy who thought that the end of Wonder Woman they would pull a Marvel and see Bruce Wayne or someone. I thought I kind of thought they were gonna go that route, like maybe, but I'm glad they didn't. It stayed just on Diana. All eyes were on her. The one thing I will say about this movie that there were some people that I've talked to that never were a big Steve Trevor fan, but this really made Steve Trevor gave them a better impression of him, and I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. So yeah, though Donna may end up in the Titan show, which I'm so glad to see finally happening. Yeah, I am finally glad to see that doing that Titan show.
That thing was back
no, they're gonna now that they got like their like own like network for it. Yeah, that's where Young Justice and all them are gonna go to. So yeah, yeah, I think they're gonna still have Dick, Raven, Starfire. I'm not sure about Beast Boy yet, but yeah. Okay. Definitely yes. But after that, they should make a movie for Supergirl for obvious reasons. There's rumor that Supergirl may be in Man of Steel 2, um, which would be fine, you know. Yeah, it would. I mean, what DC has gone on there, I've heard the Warner Brothers say like they want to make they're really trying to do a Marvel now, make a certain amount of movies a year. And, you know, once again, I'm just like, you know, go at your own pace. Don't stop trying to stay toe and toe with Marvel. Right now, you got a hit with Wonder Woman. You knock one out of the park finally. You know, in terms of some people will say, yeah, finally. You know, this one has been.
In terms of this new extended universe, yeah.
This one is a hit. This is a real hit out of the extended universe. You know, this was a hit. So am I looking forward to seeing the whole Batgirl movie that Josh Whedon? Yes, of course, I want to see that. I think Batgirl's definitely do her justice. I don't want the last interpretation of Batgirl on the big screen to be Alicia Silverstone's version, and I like Alicia Silverstone, but that wasn't Batgirl. I have no idea. So yeah, I'm looking to see where they go. And I mean, what was the last time we saw Supergirl on the big screen or a movie? Helen Slater, you know, and that God, you do. I don't even have to go into that. I think the sequel would have to be modern, since Man of Steel set things up where he's the only public superhero. World War One was that worked since not a lot of recording tech. Mm-hmm. The Titan show confirms Dick, Starfire, Raven, and so Beast Boy with rumors of Robot Man maybe in it as such. Oh, I don't like that. Robot was a honorary Titan, plus it means a possible. Yeah, but I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't know. Keep Robot Man. He's from the Doom Patrol. I don't like that. If you're gonna go Titans at no, I don't. Yeah. Good. All right. Get out of here. Let's see. I don't know. I just don't like that. No, Robot Man. I hope that's just a rumor. I hope that's just. Let's see. What else news? Let's see. Well, we have Rucka will be ending his Wonder Woman run real soon. How does that make me feel? I'm hoping they find somebody to replace him will keep that trend going. Keep you know, but you know, Rucka has done a good job with both his runs of Wonder Woman. The first run he did, that was great. That pretty much to me, was on par with George Perez's run. That's how good his run was to me. That's just my opinion. But I'm glad they've done that. One thing I'm hoping that they don't do in the sequel is pull off them stupid, idiotic things DC did with Wonder Woman, like in the 50s and 60s, where she loses her powers to fall in love and all that other crap and get more fashion statement. Fuck that shit. Don't do that. Don't take away what makes her who she is. Don't do that, please. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, again, the Roma is just a room. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just giving my opinion. You know, I've never been a real big fan of the Doom Patrol. Never been a big follower of them. You know, a lot of people say, you know, they came out before the X-Men, things like that, and the X-Men copied them. You know what it is, but I've never been a big fan. I haven't. I don't really collect their. I've never really collected their comics. I knew who they were, but I was just like, yeah, Robot Man, okay. Beast Boy came from them. I like Beast Boy. I like Garfield. You know, but yeah.
It takes that's how most times the successor to become one of the favorite.
Yeah. Charles, yo, Chris, what's up? I see you made a Q&A for the greatest heroine of all time. She is the godmother of all superheroines. Definitely put that up there. That's how I look at her. Who? Who? She's the superheroine. Harriet Tubman didn't have superpowers.
Sure about that. I found out when I was at Clemson that she took a brain surgery with no anesthesia.
What? Well, oh God. Okay, I'm not going there. All right, Road Dog. I like how they made Diana not completely out of touch with the world. Like Steve was talking about sex, and she's like, yeah, I know what that. Yeah, I did like that. Like she wasn't like oh, what's that? Like she had all these books. They had, and I love that scene. That scene is hilarious. Where she's like, well, what else did the book tell you? Well, the book goes on to say like men are not really needed first. I was like, that shit was dumb funny. I was cracking up with that. Yeah, that was, yeah, I love how they did that. Definitely. And definitely. Oh, sorry. Same here. Oh, let's see. Oh, Nick Fire. Nick Victory Fire. So if they make Teen Titans movie, they might do movies for every character in Teen Titans. No, God, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. I've already said I don't like I grew up with George Perez and Wolfman's run of Titans. That was the first Titans run I read. That's the new Teen Titans. That was when Dick finally first became Nightwing, and Starfire and Beast Boy and Raven and of course the Judas contract, probably one of the greatest Teen Titans stories ever written. And I never really was big on the fact that they made Cyborg a part of the Justice League. I really wasn't. I was just like, I always saw him as a Titan, but he was a veteran Titan.
He carved his own path.
But then it's to the point now they're gonna make a movie for him, and I'm still trying to figure out who the hell they're gonna get for the villain. The only person I can think of is Malware. I'm like, there you go. See, right there it is. Right, who you don't know him.
I didn't know that Cyborg even had like villains that are of his own.
Yeah,
that are not Teen Titans.
And that's the thing. It's like, I mean, the actor who's playing him. I know a lot of people was like, oh, his cybernetics look really fake. Of course they look fake. They're CGI, of course. Some of you, oh, I've seen better CGI. But I'm not gonna lie, that moment where he jumped in front of that tank, and the tank just bounced off him, and he's just like, "You really should move out of the way." I thought that was great. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want all the Titans to be getting movies. I don't. I really don't. Nightwing, I'm fine with. Dick has been just due for a long time. Once again, I don't want, and pause on that one because I just said that. I don't want the last incarnation of Nightwing or Robin or Dick Grayson to be Chris O'Donnell. He just was too old to be playing that role.
He was basically Nightwing.
Yeah, he should have been Nightwing. In Batman and Robin, he basically was Nightwing. I don't know how they would still call him Robin. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, I respect that because but to me, she is the ultimate female hero, as they say. The saying goes, behind every great hero comes every great woman. Diana fits the standard perfectly. Uh, to some degree, some will disagree with that.
Are you saying yourself?
No, I'm not saying that, but I think she's one of them. She's not the greatest. I've seen there are others up there that other female heroes that are, huh? Carol Danvers, Storm, uh, Supergirl, Black Canary.
Speaking of that,
Huh?
there was a tweet. This person asked, "Do you think Carol Danvers is just as popular as Wonder Woman?" The response was, "No,
They don't even have the same power set.
no.
Oh,
Popular.
oh, popular. Yeah, she's. Yeah, I
popular as Wonder Woman.
I put her up there. I definitely her stock has grown over the years. You got to remember, Wonder Woman's stock went down prior to the 70s by the by her big when she was big during the 40s, and then her stock because they started changing her.
No, but you're talking about just a pattern. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I think if you went up to somebody and you said, "All right, okay," went to somebody in the street. So you first thing on a female superhero, we gonna who you think of? I think Wonder Woman will come out people know more than Carol Danvers.
Yeah, because
The only others I can maybe think of, and we're talking about now, it'll probably Supergirl because of the show. But before that, I could probably say maybe Storm. Because
Storm still gets
because at that president time, who was playing her? Halle Berry. Halle Berry was messed up. Yeah. But I think pop culture. I think Wonder Woman is probably the most general. Oh, I know Wonder Woman is. I don't read a comic. I know Wonder. I know it.
Yeah, she's recognizable. Storm is very recognized. You just who's that? No, Storm. They'll know her. Yeah. So yeah, but in my opinion, she's one of them. I don't feel that she is. I give her like I give Superman. He is the godfather of super powered heroes. He's not the first superhero. I have to always tell people, no, he's not the first superhero. He's not the first hero because there were guys before him. He's the first He's the first hero with powers. And
So what do you got by definition? First superhero.
Yeah, he's the first superhero, not the first hero. He's the first superhero. With Wonder Woman, yeah, she's the first super powered heroine. So hence why I call her the godmother of heroines. If it wasn't for her, yeah, the other heroines that have come out would not be as popular as they are now. But yeah, but that's just my opinion.
I think it's one because you know most women are so and they compare themselves to a hero.
Yeah, I'm a superwoman. They'll say I'm Superwoman, I'm Supergirl.
I never hear I'm Electra.
But Carol's definitely getting up there now. You're starting to see a little more girls.
I think when she found, I think that was
the movie, but still, you're starting to see a lot of females, little girls now dressing up like Carol Danvers. You're seeing that more.
I still think for me, I still think
and
in the public
eye, yeah, I will agree. Yes,
just walking somebody.
Public eye, yes. Yes, I will agree. Yes, and I always said after seeing Wonder Woman, I really definitely said, okay, the ball's now in your court, Marvel, with Carol. You definitely got to bring it now with Carol. And she has female directors, so I'm like, okay, y'all got to bring it with her.
We're not getting, we're not getting the Black Widow.
You're not getting the Black Widow movie, and once again,
everybody thought maybe the first.
Yeah, everybody would have thought that.
Because okay, and once Avengers came out.
Yeah, yeah, they were praised, and I've always said it. Timing was everything. And to me, the perfect time to do a Black Widow was after Winter Soldier. That was a perfect time to do it. But I'm jumping off subject, and I apologize, guys. But okay, I'm trying to say I still say the show should make Jaime Reyes as a villain, and since Jaime, yeah, I wouldn't mind Jaime. I'm trying, but back to the Wonder Woman stuff. Do you think Diana should have her own city? Superman has Metropolis. Batman has. Batman has. You put Metropolis, you mean Gotham. Do you think Diana needs an established city? Does Diana need her own city? Okay, Superman does have Metropolis. Batman has Gotham. Green Arrow has Star City. Flash has Central City. Hawkman and them have like St. Roix, Diana. I wouldn't mind her being like in Washington. That'd have been a perfect setting for her, like Washington.
I mean, I get the question because in the DC universe, yeah, it's almost like the staple of a primary hero has their city.
Has their city.
Metropolis.
Excuse me. Jason, Dr. Doom never told the lie because of exact words. Would Dr. Doom slip if talking to Wonder Woman by saying, and if the lie that can be logically called not a lie in his exact words? You're trying to say if she had the lasso of truth on him and he wouldn't tell a lie? That thing is too powerful, even for Doom. Once that lasso goes on, you are compelled to tell the truth, no matter how powerful you are. You once that on, it's over. So, no. Nick, do you like to see Diana have a sidekick like Batman has Robin? Well, like I said, she was training Donna. Donna Troy was the first Wonder Girl, and of course, Cassie Sandsmart came along. So, but no, I don't. She would be a good mentor, but I don't think Diana needs a sidekick. I don't. Did Superman need a sidekick? Batman. Okay, why did it work for Batman and not a lot of other heroes? Besides Green Arrow, he had Speedy. But I don't know. With Batman, the reason why I think it works for Batman because almost every Robin he saw a little bit of himself in that Robin. What happened to Dick happened to him.
Also worked because it was more than just a side.
Yeah, and Robin turned out to be more than just a sidekick. But yeah, it happened to Dick. Yeah, with Jason, he just saw like, I mean, this kid was stealing the Batmobile's hubcaps. Like, what the hell? But can you turn that?
Batman has superpowers or anything like that.
Can you turn that water off?
I already turned it off.
Okay. With Tim, it came down to he wanted to help Tim. But Tim is probably my favorite Robin. He's above Dick. But Tim he's smart. He found out Batman and Robin were Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson, not even just he found out because he studied their moves. He saw Dick do a flip that he remembers Dick doing when he was part of the Flying Grayson. He's like, that's Dick Grayson. And so it was logical to think Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Dangerously smart. It's a good thing. He never had a change of heart.
Yeah. Stephanie Brown was Robin for a short time.
Actually, he did. In Batman Beyond.
Yeah, whatever. And don't get me started on that little shit, Damien. Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
Big head.
Fuck him. I'm done with him. I'm done. All right, I'm moving on. I'm gonna try. I agree on the heroin thing, Chris. Yeah, She-Hulk is my yeah. Jennifer Jennifer Walters has come a long way. She's been around for over 50 years now. She's been around. She's got a good standard, and she's another one that came a long way. She stood out than just being, oh, she's just the Hulk's cousin. You know what I'm saying? She became she started working with the Fantastic Four. She became an Avenger. She does something that her cousin doesn't do. She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer, you know, and it does throw the prosecutors off when she's in there all tall and jaded and the tightest skirts ever. I mean, and she's She-Hulk. But yeah, She-Hulk's come a long way, and I'm hoping to someday see She-Hulk make her debut in MCU. She it's time because Kevin Feige has said, you know, he wants all the characters in the universe. And I once again going off subject again. Damn it. Okay. Uh She-Hulk is my favorite Marvel heroine. Yeah. Okay. And I what? Yeah, because it's not revolving around Wonder Woman. So I'm moving on, and I feel stupid about the Metropolis thing. My dog kept running into my chair. Oh, okay. Oh, what kind of dog you got, dude? I love dogs. I wish I could have a dog in this apartment. I can't. Kind of distracting. Okay. Um. Okay. Anyways, I've been thinking about this for a while. How well do you think Diana would hold against Juggernaut? Oh, she fought Juggernaut already. She fought Juggernaut. When they did the Marvel versus DC crossover, her and Spider-Man teamed up with Juggernaut, so she was helpful against Juggernaut. So yeah, she did pretty damn good. Let's see what else we got here. Gal Gadot made Wonder Woman popular again to the world. Before she came along, I don't remember many people talking about her much. Maybe in live action, but comic forms, yeah, Wonder Woman was always around. I do praise Gal for what she did with Wonder Woman. I mean, she wasn't my first choice for the character, and a lot of people
Heavy criticism.
yeah, exactly. She faced heavy criticism. Oh, she's not big enough. Her breasts are not. I swear, when I heard she said that, she talked about that, like they were criticizing her breasts. I'm like, I looked at that like, are you serious? Like, I'm like, I'm not a breast man, but God, you got nice breasts. I ain't gonna lie, you know. But when she talked about that, she, yeah, even when she was showing her working out, there was a lot of her like she don't even look any bigger, you know. I remember seeing Gal from the Fast and the Furious series. That's when I first saw her, and but you got to give this woman a lot of credit. First of all, she kind of lives up to the whole Wonder Woman being the most beautiful Amazon there is. She was a beauty pageant winner. She's got military background training. She was in the military, and a lot of people forget that. You know, she really made that character really. I really loved her portrayal of Diana. And I've said it before in my review. When she's coming out of that trench, when Steve Trevor was saying we can't go that way, Diana, that's no man's land, and she walked forward. That was the first scene I haven't cried on a superhero movie since Spider-Man. That scene right there made me cry. And I'm not talking about when he was getting beat up. I'm just talking about when
that was the last.
No, it was more. I was crying when he was web swinging the first time.
No, but that's the last moment you cry.
Yeah, but still, when she was walking forward and deflecting the bullets, all I saw, that was a symbolism to me of all the negativity of her. Oh, Gal's too small. Bam, get that shit out of here. She's not big enough. Another deflection.
And your criticism. What that first shot? Oh my God! They didn't even try to differentiate her costume from Xena.
No, I that was just a joke. I wasn't. That's a nitpick. that wasn't a criticism about it. I'm just saying, yeah, it did very look Xena-esque, but no, I was fine with it. But yeah, that scene right there, and I've made it perfect. I mean, somebody even asked me that. So, did you cry? And I was like, yep, I cried. If I saw it again, I'd probably cry again on that scene. And one thing I also want to give a lot of shout outs to, thank you for portraying a Native American character very well in that movie. Thank you so much. The Chief was great. I love the Chief. And there's this rumor saying he's actually a demigod. Okay, I'd buy it. But you guys know I am with Native American characters, so it's like, it's in the blood. It's in the blood, so whatever. So you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. But next up, okay, he's a beagle. Oh, you got Snoopy. I like beagles. Beagles are cool. To quote the great LL Cool J in regards to Wonder Woman, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for. That's perfect. Don't call it a comeback. That's right. I've been here for years. Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they do the sequel, please don't do what they did to Diana in the 50s and the 60s, where she gave up her powers to get married and her lover dies and all that bull crap. No, don't do that. Just don't do that. Where she was more into fashion. She was dressed in more like, the fashion statement during the 60s and, more of a hippie look. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. God, no. If they did that, it better be just a joke. Like how they did with her when she was dressing up. Like, how can a woman fight like that? Like, she just did that like at a costume party or something. Because I'd be pissed if she did. That'd be bullshit. What was the last thing I wanted to talk about for Wonder Woman in terms of news-wise? Did I say how that the movie broke another record? I think she passed Batman's. I think she passed Batman's record now. I think the Dark Knight. I think she's passed. Very well, very good. Once again, like I said, I don't want it to come down to like competition, but you gotta believe, you gotta honestly say it to Kevin Feige, like, Mr. Feige, yeah, the ball's now in your court now with Carol. You gotta bring it. I'm not saying you gotta go overboard with the action, but there at least has to be one scene in that movie that makes you realize why she is the most powerful hero in the MCU. There's got to be some reason. If she goes her binary powers, that'll sell me right there. I'm like, okay, I believe it. Okay. How about Diana fighting the champion? The champion. Champion of what? Champion? Are you talking about the champions, or which? Or so you gotta give me details on that. Okay. What if Wonder Woman was a guest character in Soul Calibur? Hey, if Hachi could do it, Link could do it, Spawn could do it. Okay, there would have to be a deal between DC and Namco, but I could see it kind of. Maybe, and I can even see why they could even revolve the story around that. Diana is here to destroy the sword. There you go. Before Ares gets to it or something like that. Okay. See you later, Chris. Bye, Rick. Charger fan for life. I really enjoyed the movie, but I feel like superhero movies these days tend to drag out a little long. But the end of the movie, I got a little out of it. Still loved it though. Okay. I think Travis means the wizard Shazam as the champion was his original. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Because first of all, Wizard Shazam, he's a humble guy. He's not a dick. He's a he made some mistakes by choosing Tef Adam as his champion. Yeah, how'd that go? But then he made up for it with Billy. So yeah. Jace, as in the Marvel character from Champion. Marvel character for Champion. I don't know. Because then the champions are a team. That's a team. The first champions was Hercules, Black Widow, Iceman, Ghost Rider, Angel, and I think also Dark Star came on for a while. And then the new champions now are the kids: Miles Morales, Kamala Khan, Amadeus Cho, Hulk, Vision's daughter, who I like. She's really cool. And Cyclops, young Cyclops from the past. I still don't think first of all, Diana's not gonna hit no kids. Real Diana. Diana's not gonna hit no teenagers. No way. Okay. The champion, the guy who the Power Stone is in his forehead. Are you talking about Adam Warlock? Or I still. Okay, guys. Let me make sure. Okay. Nick. So the old comics or series they did that to Wonder Woman with marriage and that was bad. Yeah, that was. They didn't know what to do with Wonder Woman back then. After the 40s when she first came out and she was like a very big empowerment to females in that time. They really just made Wonder Woman kind of flow with the time periods and become married. The 50s, become married. By the 60s, she became like a spy. She had her powers gone. She learned karate and stuff. I'm like, that takes away from what she is. Like, I did not like that. George Perez gets the Wonder Woman and he turns it around and he makes magic with that. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming out. I will be back next week. Not next week. But next month, of course. I'll hit you guys with some more live Q&As. I'll hit you with another just open mic Q&A. And then, of course, there will be a theme Q&A at the end of the month. Who will be the theme? I'm not sure yet. I'll let you guys know anytime soon. But other than that, y'all, thank you for watching. I will answer any questions y'all may still leave. But I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys next time. And stay tuned for more. I'll be putting up, I got some new stuff being put up right about now. I finished Tekken. So my Tekken gameplay commentary will be going up real soon. Finishing that. I finished that today, actually. Finally. That shit at the end was fucking hard. Like, the fight between Heihachi and Kazuya. Jesus Christ. I spent like an hour trying to get through that fight. But the end of an era is over. But yeah. Anyway, you guys take care. See you guys around.